dashboard clock is glowing, a faint and classic green. The quietest highway that I have ever seen. On my left wrist, the golden mechanical watch stays bound, but the internal gears no longer make a sound. The second hand froze exactly at 3:45. The very last minute you walked out of my door, I checked the rearview mirror as the city towers fade into the heavy velvet mist that we ourselves have made. I passed the old toll booth under the yellow light, the attendant is sleeping through the lonely night. My old leather steering wheel feels cold and bare as I drive past the diners with an empty stare. The AM radio plays a soft and dusty song, reaching out to travelers who have been gone too long. I still feel the ghost of your hand on the metal rim, while the stars above the highway grow lonely and dim. But the gold mechanical watch refused to move its hand, trapped in the borders of a forgotten land. It keeps the exact second when your shadow left the place, freezing the last reflection of your velvet face. The springs are tightly wound, but the time remains dead, living in the bitter words that you never said. Morning is a stranger on this dark highway cruise, and I am just a driver with nothing left to lose. No digital numbers on the dial, just an analog cry. A heavy golden circle beneath the midnight sky. The mainspring is broken, the balance wheel is still. Time cannot be mended by a lonely man's will. Oh, the gears are frozen, they are forever frozen. I slow the engine down near your old neighborhood, wishing I could change the past if I only could. The street lamps cast a pattern on the polished hood where once a beautiful promises between us stood. I wind the small crown, but the hands will not obey. They wanna stay forever in that yesterday. I leave the highway behind as the rain starts to pour, driving through the neon city that shadows crawl across the floor as neon lights dance by my heavy door. I sit alone and watch the city gleam, another traveler lost inside a dream. The radio is playing soft and low, a classic melody from long ago. I close my eyes and trace your silhouette, a midnight memory I can't forget. The distant sirens echo through the haze, reminding me of all our golden days. The clock upon the wall is striking 3, while static whispers on the frequency. Oh, can't you hear the whispers on the vintage wind? This is where our retro stories will begin. The electric piano plays a chord so deep, while all the lonely city alleys sleep. No fleeting fashion can ever quite erase the beautiful comfort of your warm embrace. Yes, you will always be my classic dream, sweeter than any movie on the silver screen. The cassette tape is turning slow and true, printing a timeless melody of you. I watch the rain run down the window glass and pray this heavy midnight storm will pass. They say the golden eras always change and leave familiar places looking strange, but my devotion keeps me locked in time, longing for the day when you were prime. The distant sirens echo through the haze, reminding me of all our golden days. The clock upon the wall is striking 3, while static whispers on the frequency. Oh, can't you hear the whispers on the vintage wind? This is where our retro stories will begin. The electric piano plays a chord so deep, while all the lonely city alleys sleep. No fleeting fashion can ever quite erase the beautiful comfort of your warm embrace. Yes, you will always be my classic dream, sweeter than any movie on the silver screen. The neon light, our classic flame will keep on burning bright. Oh, can't you hear the whispers on the vintage wind? This is where our retro stories will begin. The electric piano plays a chord so deep, while all the lonely city alleys sleep. No fleeting fashion can never quite erase the beautiful comfort of your warm embrace. Yes, you will always be my classic dream, sweeter than any movie on the silver screen. Whispers on the vintage wind. electric signs are casting lines of glowing neon light across the polished teak wood decks that disappear in night. The chrome reflections shimmer bright against the black expanse. A wealthy summer paradise that's lost its old romance. I stand upon the floating dock, the sea spray on my face, watching every ripple wash away our final trace. The canvas covers flap against the rigging of the boat, a lonely maritime design that barely keeps afloat. We thought we were a flagship cruise built for the open sea, but we're just drifting in the slips, locked in captivity. Let the harbor waters rock the choices that we made out on this neon boardwalk where the summer colors fade. Let the Spanish guitar carry all the rhythm of the swell as we say goodbye to everything we used to love so well. Soft trumpet lines are panning deep across the open bay, a modern vintage echo pushing me to sail away under the blue neon glare. Oh, drifting from your shore. The scent of salt water and fuel is hanging on the pier, a cinematic breakdown scene that's coming crystal clear. We used to run along this deck with wild and sun-kissed skin, believing that the golden days would never truly end. But tides will pull and currents shift, the anchor didn't hold, and all the chrome and fiberglass is turning dark and cold. I toss my silver room key down into the black abyss, a final retro casualty to our forgotten kiss. The canvas covers flap against the rigging of the boat, a lonely maritime design that barely keeps afloat. We thought we were a flagship cruise built for the open sea, but we're just drifting in the slips, locked in captivity. Let the harbor waters rock the choices that we made out on this neon boardwalk where the summer colors fade. Let the Spanish guitar carry all the rhythm of the swell as we say goodbye to everything we used to love so well. Soft trumpet lines are panning deep across the open bay, a modern vintage echo pushing me to sail away under the blue neon glare. Oh, drifting from your shore. At 25% the coastal crickets join the track, weaving through the palm tree lines to bring the rhythm back. An organic soothing pulse outside the luxury hotel, whispering that moving on will suit my spirit well. We were a midnight charter cruise that lost its navigation line, a beautiful production Club lights begin to dim, the harbor settles down. The Spanish guitar picks a chord, a final floating sound. Midnight blue is bleeding down on the harbor floor. Fiberglass is rocking soft beside the yacht club door. Electric signs are casting lines of glowing neon light across the polished teak wood decks that disappear in night.
A long, long time ago, across the salt and stone, the music used to heal where the spirit wept alone. I can still remember how your laughter used to sound, spinning like a record on a cinematic ground. But February came and made the wooden floorboards freeze, bending all the memories down to their shaking knees. Bad news is waiting where the tide pools slowly dry, underneath the canvas of a dark crimson sky. I hold your hands in mine as the winter winds arrive, wondering how much of our devotion is alive. So goodbye, goodbye to our American dream, the most elegant portrait that the camera's ever seen. We drove the heavy coupe to the edge of the pier, but the harbor was empty and the horizon was clear. Good old boys are drinking under street lamps so dim, singing out of threnody from the edge of the rim. This will be the day that the melodies die, underneath the weight of our final goodbye. The iron fire basket is crackling on the wood, throwing orange silhouettes where our sanctuary stood. Did you write the heavy chapter in the book of our design? Did you lose your faith within the fractures of the time? Now do you believe that a minimalist key can rescue all the pieces of our fragile history? Can you teach me how to dance in a slow, graceful stride before the final current carries out the ocean tide? The violins are weeping for the loss of our grace, erasing all the outlines of this legendary place. So goodbye, goodbye to our American dream, the most elegant portrait that the camera's ever seen. We drove the heavy coupe to the edge of the pier, but the harbor was empty and the horizon was clear. church bells are broken, the sweetest promises will remain entirely unspoken. And the three men I admired for their structural design have caught the last train across the borderline. The piano plays a solemn final movement for the dead as the heavy winter storm rolls in. Of the pier, but the harbor was empty and the horizon was clear. Good old boys are drinking under street lamps so dim, singing out a threnody from the edge of the rim. This will be the day that the melodies die underneath the weight of our final goodbye. The fire sparks fade out into the dark ocean spray. The piano plays its last chord and gently drifts away, leaving just the crackle of the embers in the cold. And the most beautiful story that was ever told. The music has died tonight out of the crimson light. Fade to black.
The city towers pierce the midnight sky as silver passenger planes go coasting by. I watch the rain blur out the harbor lights, lost in the rhythm of these restless nights. A glass of wine upon the marble side, with nowhere left for a lonely heart to hide. You used to spin the steering wheel so slow, driving us deep into the amber glow. No phone call from a distant continental zone can change the fact that I am standing here alone. I hear your laughter on the radio wave, the classic promise that we couldn't save. Oh, you're just a shadow on the velvet skyline, a vintage memory that I used to call mine. The tenor saxophone plays a sophisticated part to heal the damage of a broken analog heart, moving through the neon like a ghost in the shade. A retro picture that will never truly fade. Yes, you're a smooth operator of the dark, leaving me behind without a single spark. Cassette deck plays a gentle bossa chord, replaying times when love was our reward. I trace the static on the window pane and whisper secrets to the autumn rain. They say you're dancing on a foreign coast, but it's your silhouette I miss the most. A classic coat, a collar turned up high against the chill of a mid-80s sky. No phone call from a distant continental zone can change the fact that I am standing here alone. I hear your laughter on the
let the smooth melodies gently rise until the morning breaks the misty skies. Oh, you're just a shadow on the velvet skyline, a vintage memory that I used to call mine. The tenor saxophone plays a sophisticated part to heal the damage of a broken analog heart, moving through the neon like a ghost in the shade. A retro picture that will never truly fade. Yes, you're a smooth operator of the dark, leaving me behind without a single spark. Shadows on the skyline, moving through the retro midnight line. Let the warm analog keyboards play until the nighttime turns
We possess no handwritten map to discern where this winding boulevard will go, and I decipher the quiet anxiety traveling through your eyes so slow. You are striving so hard beneath the heavy shade of the chestnut trees to cradle a fragile promise that keeps scattering on the autumn breeze. There may be gloomy seasons when our footsteps lose the historic cobblestone lane. There may be desolated twilight hours when our stanzas dissolve into the rain. But if you secure your small fingers within my open and welcoming hand, I know our shared sanctuary will remain the finest harbor in the land. Do you experience a sudden chill inside your gentle spirit? I do confess. When the shadows lengthen across the ancient square with complete heaviness, but my devotion will never authorize your fragile signal to drift away tonight. We shall hold our perimeter stationary beneath the amber lantern light. We can simply claim the beauty of this passing hour for our current estate. We hold no administrative requirement to foretell how the years calibrate. Every single thong-dong step we execute together down this old terrace view escorts the pristine warmth of the daylight back into the heart of you. It may demand a long passage of duration, a patient waiting in the cold. It may require the entire treasure of uncompromised faith our souls can hold. But this timeless bond possesses the gravity to sustain our traveling frame. When we are standing face to face, softly whispering each other's name, the sky sketch artist has completed his drawing of the old cathedral pane, leaving a beautiful monument that defies the encroaching winter rain. The vintage accordion notes are sailing dreamily across the avenue, a comforting nostalgic filter painting the silver spoons and teacups blue. I hold no desire to look past the margins of this quiet afternoon terrace saloon, while the carousel turns slow beneath the early reflection of the moon. If the outer world simulates a heavy machine and the highway gets long, we will preserve our uncorrupted melody, keeping the footing strong. Two kindred dreamers sitting close, ignoring the metropolitan call, finding absolute diagnostic clarity inside our daydream hall. We will be beautifully secure, bypassing the frantic urban race, as long as your true identity remains anchored in this historic place. The tea is turning sweet, the melodic bass, the vintage tape saturation warms the air as we watch the white swans glide. I register no residual doubts inside the confidential journal of my mind, leaving the echoes of the heavy and chaotic marketplace far behind. Your presence represents a magnificent palace where my ghost longs to stay, reading the handwritten postcards from a summer that won't fade away. The vintage accordion notes are sailing dreamily across the avenue, a comforting nostalgic filter painting the silver spoons and teacups blue. I hold no desire to look past the margins of this quiet afternoon terrace saloon, while the carousel turns slow beneath the early reflection of the moon. If the outer world simulates a heavy machine and the highway gets long, we will preserve our uncorrupted melody, keeping the footing strong. Two kindred dreamers sitting close, ignoring the metropolitan call, finding absolute diagnostic clarity inside our daydream hall. We will be beautifully secure, bypassing the frantic urban race, as long as your true identity remains anchored in this historic place. We possess no handwritten map to discern where this winding boulevard will go, and I decipher the quiet anxiety traveling through your eyes so slow. You are striving so hard beneath the heavy shade of the chestnut trees to cradle a fragile promise that keeps scattering on the changing season, attempting to maintain my quiet poise behind a wall of logical reasons. But every single time your soft silhouette intersects my vintage terrace chair, the strict regulations of my lonely world vanish completely into the air. I can decipher your gentle spirit yearning for an unmanufactured connection, tired of the superficial greetings and the crowded town's redirection. So please do not block your genuine thoughts within that velvet frame. Allow the afternoon breeze to break the silence and articulate your name. We hold no requirement for elaborate poems or grand architecture tonight. No administrative equations can alter the warmth of this early twilight. Perhaps we have operated with too much caution under the chestnut bower. Perhaps we were too hesitant, letting the transient hour steal our power. Standing so close beside the fountain, watching the autumn leaves pass us by, withholding the beautiful vocabulary while the white birds claim the sky. But I refuse to spend the future eras wondering what this geometry could be, if your internal compass registers the exact same frequency as me. The watercolor painter has captured the reflection of the old courtyard door, leaving an uncorrupted monument upon this historic cobblestone floor. So pour your uncompromised trust into this cup before the tea grows cold. Treasure in the finest sanctuary that a wandering ghost could ever hold. The nylon guitar notes are sailing dreamily across the warm tropical air, a comforting nostalgic filter painting the silver seashells we share. If a genuine devotion is traveling through your gaze, do not turn away. Let the unmanufactured symphony illuminate our path today. Whisper the beautiful stanzas you feel, and I shall recite them too. Declare that your secret sanctuary is real. I am stationary here with you. Do not withhold the precious melody inside your solitary winter chest. Allow the uncorrupted current to guide our traveling frames to rest. If a genuine devotion is trapped within the corners of your eyes, let it awaken beneath these clear and unclouded autumn skies. The tea is turning sweet, the melodic bass maintains its steady stride. The vintage tape saturation warms the air as we watch the river Seine glide, dismantling the cautious heavy coats beneath the vinyl crackle serene, finding the unforgotten harbor where our love can bloom unseen. The church bells are ringing out slow from the high cathedral pane, sealing our secret alignment away from the cold and encroaching winter rain. The nylon guitar notes are sailing dreamily across the warm tropical air, a comforting nostalgic filter painting the silver seashells we share. If a genuine devotion is traveling through your gaze, do not turn away. Let the unmanufactured symphony illuminate our path today. Whisper the beautiful stanzas you feel, and I shall recite them too. Declare that your secret sanctuary is real. I am stationary here with you. Do not withhold the precious melody inside your solitary winter chest. Allow the uncorrupted current to guide our traveling frames to rest. If a genuine devotion is trapped within the corners of your eyes, let it awaken Before the seaside lounge packs the terrace umbrellas away, before the golden afternoon turns into the twilight gray, lean on my shoulder today, today. The parquet floor stretches cold and wide between the secrets that we choose to hide. Amber reflections in the tarnished glass, watching the ghosts of our devotion pass. We stand like statues in a grand design, two parallel forces that will never align. You look at me but see a stranger's face, spun from the shadows of this silent space. We are caught in a maze of our own design, tracing the fractures on a fragile line. We cannot build a sanctuary out of doubt, or keep the winter freeze from locking us out. Turn down the daggers in your shifting gaze, and break the mirrors in this endless phase, before the music dies away, before we lose our yesterday. The fireplace crackles with a desperate heat, trying to warm where our distrusting pulses meet. You ask me questions with a whispered blade, slicing the promises that we once made. A casual greeting from a passing hand becomes a mountain that you can't withstand. I watch the tears pooling inside your eyes, saturated sorrow under frosted skies. But I have never traded truth for gold, or left your shivering hands out in the cold. We are caught in a maze of our own design, tracing the fractures on a fragile line. We cannot build a sanctuary out of doubt, or keep the winter freeze from locking us out. Turn down the daggers in your shifting gaze, and break the mirrors in this endless phase, before the music dies away, before we lose our yesterday. A jagged violin starts to weave and climb, mimicking the pressure of our borrowed time. The minimalist piano hits a heavy chord, a stark confession we can scarce afford. Oh, let the narrative survive the night, and pull the shadows back into the light. I cannot walk away, the trap is set. Forgive the things we haven't broken yet. Fractures on a fragile line. We cannot build a sanctuary out of doubt, or keep the winter free
The distance shortens as the cellos cease, a quiet surrender bringing fragile peace. You take one step across the wooden floor, leaving the paranoia at the ballroom door. The hearth fire snaps its final spark. We find our truth within the dark. Fade to deep mahogany.
We are lying right underneath the angled roof of the sky, staring straight up through the heavy glass of the dome. I watch the lightning flashes quietly pass on high, while the spring storm makes this little attic our home. The rain is hitting the iron frames, persistent and loud, washing the suit of the city away from the glass, while we are floating high above the busy, worried crowd, watching the dark clouds of the midnight valley pass. You rest your head on the velvet of my shoulder blade, a quiet anchor in this dusty blue wooden space, with no more heavy pretenses that our pride had made, and no more running from the beauty of this higher place. The turntable is turning with a slow and silent spin, sending a golden warmth into the rafters within. Oh, let the rain drum loud on our glass pane roof. We found an elevated haven that is storm-proof, just the slow motion drift of the weightless blue pads, and the deepest sweet comfort that your quiet breathing adds. You are the single star in a heavy midnight sky, the only quiet beacon that can catch my weary eye through the heavy spring downpour and the guitar soft line. I can feel the peaceful pattern of your heart touching mine. Yeah, the lightning can tear, the wild wind can blow, but inside this skylight attic, we've got nowhere to go. The water shadows are dancing slow across your cheek, an intricate watery velvet of light and of shade. I listen to the hollow body guitar chords speak, answering the silent private promises we've made. I spent too many seasons living on the cold pavement floor, looking up at the yellow windows of the wealthy street, guarding my empty pockets with an iron locked door, and walking through the winter with frozen tired feet. But you brought me up these stairs past the noise of the block, and touching mine. Yeah, the lightning can tear, the wild wind can blow, but inside this skylight attic, we've got nowhere to go. Let the hollow body chords hang suspended in the peak, a slow resonant answer to the words we didn't speak. The spring thunder is a bass line, a low and comforting sound, as the dusty blue shadows settle all across the ground. Oh, let the rain drum loud on a glass pane roof. We found an elevated haven that is storm-proof. Just the slow motion drift of the weightless blue pads, and the deepest sweet comfort that your quiet breathing adds. You are the single star in a heavy midnight sky, the only quiet beacon that can catch my weary eye. Through the heavy spring downpour and the guitar soft line, I can feel the peaceful pattern of your heart touching mine. Yeah, the lightning can tear, the wild wind can blow, but inside this skylight attic, we've got nowhere to go. The storm moves slow, the blue shadow expands. We listen to the rain drumming down on the glass bands, suspended in a high wooden tower. The jazz guitar makes this the final warm note. We are lying right underneath the angled roof of the sky, staring straight up through the heavy glass of the dome. I watch the lightning flashes quietly pass on high, while the spring storm makes this little attic our home. The rain is hitting the iron frames, persistent and loud, washing the soot of the city away from the glass, while we are floating high above the busy, worried crowd.
The copper tokens are cold in my left hand, as the ocean wind blows the gray coastal sand. 4:15 p.m. and the boardwalk is dead, under a heavy canvas of unmoving lead. The arcade is buzzing with vector display, trying to mimic a bright summer day. Neon green lines trace a grid on the screen, a perfect illusion of space as we've been. I stand by the glass of a pinball machine, where the plastic is cracked and the copper is green. The sirens are quiet, the tourist season is through, leaving me stranded with the phantom of you. The colorful promises faded to gray, the rainbow you painted is washed all away, while the double bass plucks and the old pages turn in a desolate arcade where the screens only burn. You spoke like a baritone deep in the hum, before the whole coastline went hollow and numb. Now the coin slots are jammed and the high scores are old, and I'm holding on to a prize that turned cold. The marquee is flickering, game over in red. A pixelated warning of words left unsaid. Beside the change counter, the price shelves are bare. Just dust balls and plastic rings sitting up there. I recall how you laughed when the digital chimes signaled a victory in happier times. Your hair had the scent of the salt and the oil before the whole machinery began to recoil. Now it's just synthesis, synthetic sound, a loop of electronic grief underground. Oh, the colorful promises faded to gray. The rainbow you painted has washed all away, while the double bass plucks and the old pages turn in a desolate arcade where the screens only burn. You spoke like a baritone deep in the hum before the whole coastline went hollow and numb. Now the coin slots are jammed and the high scores are old, and I'm holding on to a prize that turned cold. The digital chimes make a hollow refrain, an 8-bit synthetic reminder of pain. If I drop my last coin in the dark of the slot, will it erase the terminal lessons you taught? The sky is a sheet of cold slate-colored glass, watching the seasonal fishermen pass. I pull down the lever and let the ball roll, a mechanical proxy for losing control. Has faded to gray. The rainbow you painted has washed all away, while the double bass plucks and the old pages turn in a desolate arcade where the screens only burn. You spoke like a baritone deep in the hum before the whole coastline went hollow and numb. Now the coin slots are jammed and the high scores are old, and I'm holding on to a prize that turned cold. The machines are all blinking, the gray afternoon is sinking. The old library silence fills up the arcade as the electronic patterns begin to fade. Deep baritone whisper dissolves in the static, a beautiful memory now turned automatic.
just to clear the air. But a holiday apart is more than I can bear. A giant palm tree shadows throw a heavy shade over every memory that we custom made. I couldn't stand a single day away from your touch. Never knew that smooth production could hurt this much. The boulevard is empty under artificial light, and I'm trading all my answers just to make it right. And it's hard to sail these waters with a broken line, trying to find a harbor for your heart and mine. After all the shifts and the changing of the tide, I just wanna throw away this foolish pride. Lush West Coast voices harmonize across the sea. Yeah, you're the only anchor that can set me free. No more separate highways, no more running blind. Let's leave the heavy baggage of the past behind. You're woven in my spirit, you're the melody I choose, the only classic story that I can't afford to lose. And it's hard to sail these waters with the broken line, trying to find a harbor for your heart and mine. After all the shifts and the changing of the tide, I just wanna throw away this foolish pride. Lush West Coast voices harmonize across the sea. On the pastel boulevard, under the neon awnings, come back to the harbor.
Stone jetty rocks where the tide meets the line, the final coordinate of our design. 5:45 and the orange breaks bright, slicing the purple remains of the night. The car door is open back on the white sand. A forgotten receiver slips out of my hand. No more numbers to dial, no signals to chase, as the heat of the morning sun touches my face. Give me one more sunrise on the edge of the world, where the flags of the marina are finally furled. I'm standing unburdened, where the currents divide, letting my spirit be washed by the tide, polished back in harmony, soar to the sky. Sending my final transmission today. I spent 20 tracks running wild through the dark, searching for harbors and waiting for a spark, polishing stories in the neon and gray, trying to manufacture a reason to stay. But like a river that flows straight into the sea, all the games comes out of me. I don't need the penthouse, the luxury view, just the infinite horizon that leads back to you. Give me one more sunrise on the edge of the world, where the flags of the marina are finally furled. I'm standing unburdened where the currents divide. Let